If you're on Ozempic, Wegovy, Zepbound, or Mounjaro and you're not seeing the results everyone's raving about, or worse, you're dealing with constant nausea and thinking about quitting, then you need to watch this video right now because here's the truth nobody's telling you. The medication is only 30% of the equation. The other 70%, that's what we're about to cover. And here's another crazy fact. Studies show that 30 to 50% of people quit these medications within the first year. And it's not because they don't work. It's because people don't know how to work with the medication instead of relying on it to do all the heavy lifting. So, whether you're just starting your first dose or you've been on these meds for months and hit a plateau, these habits are going to be absolute game changers. Stick around until the end because habit number 10 is the one that nobody talks about, but it's literally the difference between temporary weight loss and permanent transformation. Habit number 1. The protein priority protocol. Habit number 1 is absolutely critical. Everyone's heard, eat more protein countless times. But here's what most sources don't explain. When someone's on GLP-1s, they need about 1 to 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. For someone weighing 150 pounds, that's about 68 kilograms, which means they need 68 to 82 grams of protein every single day. And here's the critical fact. Studies show people can lose 15 to 25% of their muscle mass during weight loss if they don't get enough protein. Consider this scenario. Someone loses 50 pounds, but up to 12 pounds of that could be pure muscle if they're not careful. That's not just detrimental to appearance, that's harmful for metabolism, strength, bone health, everything. Here's what successful patients do. Start the day with at least 25 to 30 grams of protein. Options include Greek yogurt with protein powder, eggs with turkey sausage, or a protein smoothie. Waiting until dinner to play catch-up is a mistake because by then, appetite might be so suppressed that eating becomes difficult. Expert tip: keep ready-to-drink protein shakes available. When someone's nauseous or has zero appetite, liquid protein is significantly easier to consume than trying to chew through solid protein sources. Habit number 2, the slow and steady dose strategy. Habit number 2 is the slow and steady dose strategy, and this one's particularly important for those eager to see quick results. Many patients want to get to the maximum dose as fast as possible because they think more is better. This approach is actually counterproductive. The titration process, slowly increasing the dose over time, is specifically designed to help manage side effects. When patients rush through dose increases, they are essentially inviting complications. Here's what successful patients do. They stay at each dose for at least 4 weeks before moving up. Some people stay at a lower dose for 6 to 8 weeks if they're still losing weight. The key question is, if someone's losing 1 to 2 pounds per week at a lower dose with minimal side effects, why increase? There's no benefit to reaching the maximum dose quickly. In fact, 30 to 50% of people discontinue these medications because of side effects, often before even reaching therapeutic doses. Smart patients avoid becoming part of that statistic. Habit number 3, the strength over cardio rule. Habit number 3, and this one's going to be controversial, prioritize strength training over cardio. Most people believe weight loss equals running on the treadmill for hours, but here's what the science actually shows. When someone's in a calorie deficit from these medications, the body doesn't automatically know to preserve muscle and burn fat. It just sheds weight. The only way to signal the body to keep that precious muscle is through resistance training. The optimal prescription: 3 days a week, 30 to 45 minutes of strength training. Focus on squats, deadlifts, push-ups, rows, compound movements that work multiple muscle groups. And for women concerned about bulking up, that won't happen. They'll build lean, metabolic muscle that burns calories 24/7. The cardio paradox reveals itself here. Cardio can actually stimulate appetite, which is counterproductive when trying to work with the appetite suppression of the medication. Plus, 45 minutes on the treadmill might burn 400 calories, but increased hunger leads to eating those calories right back. Meanwhile, 45 minutes of weight might only burn 200 calories during the workout, but it keeps metabolism elevated for the next 24 to 48 hours. The evidence clearly shows which approach delivers better long-term results. Habit number 4, the nausea navigation system. Habit number 4 involves mastering the nausea navigation system. Research shows over 40% of people on these medications experience nausea, especially in the beginning, but there's a significant difference between people who quit because of it and people who push through and achieve amazing results. Here are the evidence-based strategies for managing nausea. First, eat slowly and space out meals. These medications slow gastric emptying, so the stomach needs time to process. This means 20 to 30 minutes per meal, putting utensils down between bites. Second, avoid trigger foods. Fatty meats, fried foods, high-fat dairy, these commonly trigger nausea episodes. Successful patients stick to lean proteins, steamed vegetables, and simple carbs like rice or toast when experiencing queasiness. Third, and this is backed by research, alcohol prep pads can help. Studies show that simply smelling an alcohol pad can acutely reduce nausea. While it sounds unusual, the evidence supports its effectiveness. And here's something crucial. Vomiting is not a normal side effect of these medications. If someone's throwing up, their dose is too high, or something else is occurring, medical consultation is immediately necessary. Habit number 5, the fiber and hydration formula. Clinical evidence shows patients need 25 to 35 grams of fiber daily to combat the constipation that these medications can cause. But here's the challenge. When appetite is suppressed, most people aren't eating enough food to get that fiber naturally. The solution? Strategic supplementation. Adding Metamucil or Benefiber to morning beverages or smoothies works well. Starting with half a dose and increasing gradually prevents digestive upset. Regarding hydration, this is where many patients struggle. When experiencing nausea, water might be unappealing, but dehydration makes everything worse. The nausea, the constipation, the fatigue, all of it. Cold beverages or electrolyte drinks are often better tolerated than plain water when nauseous. Patients should avoid sugar-free drinks with artificial sweeteners like sorbitol or xylitol. These can worsen GI symptoms. Habit number 6, the strategic eating schedule. Habit number 6 involves implementing the strategic eating schedule. This isn't intermittent fasting, it's about working with the medication's effects, not against them. Most of these medications peak in effectiveness 2 to 3 days after injection. If someone injects on Sunday, Monday through Wednesday will have the strongest appetite suppression. Successful patients use those days to focus on protein and vegetables, the foods that are hardest to consume when struggling with appetite. Thursday through Saturday, when the medication effect is wearing off slightly, that's when more flexibility is appropriate. Perhaps a dinner out with friends or a small dessert. This approach works with the body's rhythms rather than fighting them constantly. Critical point, never skip meals entirely, even with zero appetite. The body still requires consistent nutrition, and skipping meals can actually slow metabolism and increase muscle loss. Habit number 7, the muscle preservation protocol. Research indicates about 20% of weight loss on GLP-1s is muscle mass, but that's not actually different from regular calorie-restricted diets. The difference is the rapid weight loss rate, requiring more aggressive muscle protection strategies. Beyond protein and strength training, research supports these interventions. Supplementing with creatine monohydrate, 5 grams daily. It's one of the most researched supplements available, proven to help preserve muscle mass during weight loss. Additionally, collagen peptides, 10 to 20 grams daily, show promise. Not only do they support muscle preservation, but many patients report they help with the hair loss that can accompany rapid weight loss. Timing is crucial. Consuming protein and carbs within an hour or two before working out is important, since GLP-1s slow digestion. Liquid forms work best, a protein shake with a banana rather than solid protein sources. Habit number 8, the side effect communication strategy. Habit number 8 addresses something rarely discussed but universally needed, the side effect communication strategy. Patients must track everything and communicate with their healthcare team regularly. Maintaining a detailed journal is essential, documenting what was eaten, when it was consumed, and resulting feelings. Recording when nausea occurs, what triggered it, and what provided relief. This isn't just documentation. Healthcare providers can adjust treatment plans based on these specific side effect patterns. Critical advice: patients shouldn't suffer in silence thinking they need to tough it out. Anti-nausea medications like ondansetron can be game changers, but doctors won't prescribe them without knowing they're needed. Additionally, online communities of GLP-1 users provide invaluable support. The tips and strategies shared by experienced users are extremely helpful. However, it's important to remember everyone's journey is unique, so what works for one person might not work for another. Habit number 9, the long-term mindset shift. Habit number 9 represents the most important mental shift patients need to make: adopting the long-term mindset. Research clearly demonstrates that weight regain is common after stopping GLP-1 medications. This isn't a quick fix, it's a tool for long-term metabolic health. Consider these medications like glasses for metabolism. No one would wear glasses for a year, fix their vision, then throw them away. The same principle applies here. Studies show that combining GLP-1s with exercise provides the best long-term results even after stopping the medication. This means patients must use their time on the medication to build sustainable habits. The appetite suppression provides a window to reset relationships with food, establish exercise routines, and learn to distinguish actual hunger from emotional eating. Those who view this as a temporary solution miss the opportunity. The medication won't do all the work forever, but it will provide the tools to make lasting changes for those who approach it intentionally. Habit number 10, the combination optimization approach. And finally, habit number 10, the factor that separates people who get good results from those who achieve incredible transformations, the combination optimization approach. Research from 2024 demonstrates that combining GLP-1 medications with supervised exercise didn't just maintain weight loss, it provided the best outcomes for body composition. The data shows more fat loss, more muscle preservation, and better metabolic health markers across the board. But combination means more than just medication plus exercise. It's medication plus exercise plus protein optimization plus stress management plus sleep quality plus hydration plus community support. It's the synergy of all these elements working together. People achieving life-changing results aren't just taking weekly injections and hoping for the best. They're treating this like the medical intervention it is and addressing it from every angle. Consider the investment. These medications often cost hundreds of dollars monthly. It makes logical sense to do everything possible to maximize that investment. This comprehensive guide covers extensive information, but here's the key takeaway. These medications are incredibly powerful tools, but they're just that, tools. The clinical trials that proved these medications work all included education on eating and exercise. The medication alone isn't the magic. It's the medication combined with lifestyle changes. For anyone using GLP-1 meds and needing safer, smarter ways to store their medications on the go, forallfamily.com has solutions built exactly for that. These storage tools protect meds in heat or winter, during travel, and in daily life. They're worth checking out, so please visit the description of our video and find the best storage cooler to preserve the efficacy of your medications, especially when traveling. If this information proved helpful, please hit that like button and share this with someone else on their GLP-1 journey. Comment below the biggest challenge faced with these medications. Building a supportive community helps everyone succeed. Remember, this journey isn't just about losing weight, it's about reclaiming health and vitality. Stay consistent, stay patient, and most importantly, stay committed to the process. Until next time, stay cool and limitless.